well educated in the art of weed, but I think it's the female plant which doesn't have THC, or the male plant. I don't fucking know. I just know the health benefits of it, not the smoking and get high benefits. Anyway, yeah, well, proteins is pretty easy. See that you get it throughout the entire time of these 8 hours, like a pre-workout meal, about to be honest, about 2 to 3 hours before workout. That's when you should eat your big meal or your meal, because you want to be pretty much a little bit empty during workout. A lot of people have a hassle with digesting food during a workout, and of course your pre-workout is going to work, if you do have a pre-workout or energy product is going to work a shit ton better on an empty stomach. So what I do, I eat not anywhere near close to 3 hours before workout. That's when my body is pretty much digested most of the food, and I'm going to feel good and use up the pre-workout even better, take it up even better. And that pretty much will consist of a little portion of I would say like one third or a little bit less than 1/3 of the carbohydrates I take throughout the entire day. A good source of protein and a good source of fats. You know, like I love mandel mousse and mandel butter, and oh god, cashew butters are so good. Shit. And nuts and whatnot, coconut oil, and of course MCTs as mentioned. After your workout, quick source, I go for the peptides, I go for the amino acids. Just a big chunk of amino acids mixed up with maltodextrin. You can go for dextrose as well, you can go for waxy maize, you can go for Vitago. That's perfectly fine. And just keep it at that, just your aminos and your carbohydrates after your workout. And then your post-workout meal will be about, I'd say, 1 to 1.5 hours after your workout, or after your shake. That's pretty much when I eat, about 1 hour after my shake. And that's going to consist of a nice chunk of proteins, a decent chunk of carbohydrates as well. And I like to stick to sweet potatoes, to quinoa, to rice, potatoes. Every now and then I like to make myself oats, some late night oats. Oatmeal, by the way. And then some fats. You can take in fats. It's not going to kill your gains if you have fats with your proteins and carbohydrates after your workout, because you had a nice decent shake anyway. And then your last meal, which for me, for example, is pretty much before bedtime, because I go to work very, very late, and it's like what do you call this shit? Quark, exactly. Quark mixed up with maybe some cream cheese, some low-fat cream cheese, low-fat quark, mix some protein powder, put in some nuts in there, put in some flavor drops in there, wild farm sauce in there, maybe cut up a little protein bar, put in that stuff, and you have a big bowl of Netflix indulging pudding. You know, it's fucking amazing balls. And that hits my calorie intake. I had about 4 meals over there. It's not a lot, okay? And one of the meals is a shake, or one of the portions is just a shake, so that means actually 3 meals. Only 3 meals. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? Which is perfectly fine. That's what we thought back in the day, that you have to eat every 3 hours or 4 hours to increase your metabolic rate, to keep yourself anabolic, or you're gonna die, is bullshit. It's bullshit, because there's so many different processes that start up. There's so many different hormones that start during an intermittent fast, or during a fasting period. If it is a little bit longer, I would say starting from about 12 to 13 hours. That's when your body starts pumping out growth hormone like fucking crazy, and adrenaline. You get the sharpness. If you guys are fasting, or you started fasting and you notice a certain sharpness in working, that's the reason. It's pretty much a ton of adrenaline. Your body goes into I would say a little bit of a shock period. It starts pumping on hormones to protect it, and it starts switching over to a different energy source because it has less glycogen. Guess what your energy source is? Fats. Your fats get synthesized to ketones, and ketones are the reason why you have this energy focus, this energy level. Now, there is a negative side to a fast. A lot of people report And these are pretty much studies that working focus and energy focus, you know, for working and sticking to a certain topic is fantastic. But socializing with people is fucking crap. You're going to be, maybe you'll be a little bit aggressive. I'm not aggressive. Look at me. Do I look aggressive? I don't know. Well, I'm just a retard. Anyway, yeah, well, socializing with people, it goes down. You would say, I would say the carbohydrate is a good socializing source. Just want to hug everybody. Cheat day! Come here, I want to hug you. And ketones is the business energy source. No, I'm joking. But during the fasting period, a lot of people have reported that socialism, did I just say socialism? Socializing with people goes down a little bit. But I can't really say that, personally, for myself. Yeah, but if you do that, if you have, if you guys celebrating Ramadan, if you fast for a certain period, oh, by the way, you can plan your fast also during sleep time. Obviously, actually during the sleep time, because you're not going to be eating something during the sleep time. So, sleeping, let's say around about 8 hours of sleeping is an 8-hour fast. Plus another 8 hours from the time you get up, another 8 hours onto that is 16 hours. So you've been sleeping for 8 hours, plus you've been fasting during the day for 8 hours. That's 16 hours of fasting, and that's plenty. Then you can go get some gains. Get some gains, you know, get some of these. You know? Get some gains, god damn it. That just sound like the Archdunes and Rich Piano together. Get some gains, god damn it. Yeah, I hope I answered some questions, and I hope this was a little bit informative. And if it was informative, hey guys, come on, I need to grow this channel. Do me a favor and tell your friends about this channel, because I'm going to make a lot more content. I want to make a shit ton of content. I need you guys to hit me up with some, I don't know, some message on Facebook. I like my Facebook, by the way. In my Facebook, check some stuff. There's some cool ass stuff there. Comedy is number one, of course. So if I'm motivating you, I have to make you laugh as well. And if I'm informing you guys, I have to try to make you laugh as well. If you don't think I'm funny, well, I should fucking fail right there. But give this a thumbs up. Give me a sub as well, and I'll be back very soon with another video for you guys. Okay, so cheers. We'll see each other.